some sort of way of playing music so that when he needs to go refer to the vendors, there's music playing.
Yeah, okay, ready?
Play some M&M, mate.
We'll just get you rapping.
Yeah, good to go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to another online auction. I feel like we're living here at YPA headquarters at the moment, but it's great to be out and about doing our thing. So welcome once again to the online auction of this evening, number 1 Hesse Court in beautiful Westmeadows. Postcode 3049, doing so well at the moment, so popular, and it doesn't surprise. So by way of introduction, my name is Jason Padula. I'll be your auctioneer here this evening. Proud to represent the firm of YPA, situated locally in the Gladstone Park Shopping Centre. Format I'll be adopting today is quite standard, quite straightforward. First, read through the contract, the auction terms and conditions, give you a brief description of the property, and ask an obvious question of the online crowd. Where do we want to kick off the bidding here this evening? So, ladies and gentlemen, the property you're buying this evening, you're bidding on, is the land more commonly known as number 1 Hesse Court. So it's a 562 square metre corner allotment. It's an easement-free allotment with some 50 plus metres fronting both Hesse Court and Ehrenbank Crescent. Together with all the capital improvements, you've got a lovely updated home with the double 10 garage, more commonly known as number 1 Hesse Court. Now, the auction terms for this evening's auction are your standard 10% deposit and a balance in 30 to 65 days. So once again, another vendor that would like to settle the property pre-Christmas, so 30 to 65 days. And if there are any other arrangements made, re-deposit, they have all been noted. So ladies and gentlemen, the property is also tenanted, as you are all aware. The lease expires on the 9th of September in 2022. So you will become a landlord initially and then potentially move in September, possibly a little bit earlier if the tenant is able to find suitable premises to move to, possibly as early as late April, but if not, you move in September. If you're an investor, you've got a fantastic tenant there, Bruce and Renee, and I'd just like to thank Bruce and Renee for all their cooperation throughout this short sharp campaign. They've been wonderful. They're brilliant tenants, been at the home for some 13 odd years, and they would be happy to stay on into the future as well. So look, they understand that whoever buys the property, if the cards fall their way and someone wants to keep them on, great. If not, then they know they need to move on. So pretty flexible there, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1 Hesse Court, right here in Westmeadows. It's been a wonderful campaign, as I said, short, sharp campaign. Had a lot of people through Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Plenty of registered bidders here tonight, and it doesn't surprise. These properties are the best properties to buy. You have that land component, and that's always valuable going forward. For anyone potentially wanting to develop the property, obviously that piece, the backyard there, fronting Ehrenbank Crescent, you remove the garage, potentially put a fence right down the middle there, and be left with that block of land subject to council approval. So there's no easements, so you could potentially use all that space. And on the other side, there is a gravel driveway. Potentially put a crossover in fronting Hesse Court, concrete that gravel driveway, and then wham bam, thank you ma'am, you have a car spot for the front dwelling, and you can build your townhouse at the back subject to council approval. So in the local vicinity, there's pretty much most of the corners have tacked on a townhouse or unit. Property itself, very comfortable. It's updated. It's been a great money spinner for Steve and Maria. I sold this property to Steve and Maria some 16 years ago, and it's just been a great money spin. It's gone up, capital growth. They've had consistent returns, are very popular, and really it ticks all the boxes. So bid confidently here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because the market is skyrocketing at the moment, and I dare say if you miss out on sort of this property here tonight, you may in the future, the way the market's going, maybe have to just consider a townhouse or a unit. This might be one of your last chances to buy a proper house on a proper block with development potential. So bid confidently here, ladies and gentlemen. I've said enough. Let's get stuck right into it for number 1 Hesse Court in Westmeadows, looking for an opening bid anywhere at all. Just needs a brave face. Number 1 Hesse Court. Who'd like to kick off the proceedings? And I'm sure in 10 minutes time we'll have a lucky new purchaser for the property. 7 registered bidders here.
550, Rebecca.
550, Rebecca. 550, and welcome to the bidding, Rebecca. At 550 now, we'll take it up nice and easy. We'll take it up in tens. At $560,000 now with you, Rebecca. At $550,000 with Rebecca from the Apple Isle. Amazing.
560, Giuseppe.
Giuseppe, 560, and welcome to the bidding, Giuseppe. Anywhere Auctions, great app. People watching from all around Australia. At 560 with you, Giuseppe. Against you, Rebecca. Take it up in tens. We're looking for 570. 560 is the bid with Giuseppe.
Will you take a 5?
Not at this stage. We're going to keep it in tens just for now. At 560 we have. Looking for 570. Still amazing value for money at that level. So 560 is with Giuseppe. We're going to keep it in tens for now. Looking for 570. Anywhere at all. At $560,000 is the bid. At 560 it's against you, Rebecca.
At 570, Miguel.
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 Good evening, Miguel, and welcome. At $570,000 now, it's against you, Giuseppe, the battle of the Italians. At $570,000 now.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, that's straight back in. At 580 now with you, Rebecca. Against you, Michele and Giuseppe. At $580,000 now, the bid is with Rebecca. At
590, Bettel.
At 590, and welcome to the bidding, Bettel. At $590,000, this is the spin-off from Harrick's Crescent on the weekend. It's happening again. At $590,000, the keys are in Bettel's pocket. At $590,000 now, round me up to 6. At $590,000 now. I'll tell you what, I'll take the 5 if someone wants to come in at $595. Otherwise, round me up to 6. The current bid's at $590. At $590 now with Bettel, where do we go from here? At $590, come back in.
$595, Rebecca.
$595, there's the 5, you got it. At $595, Rebecca, it's against you, Bettel. At $595,000 now against you, Bettel. At $595, for number 1 Hesse Court, haven't forgotten about you, Giuseppe or Michele. At $595,000 is the bid with Rebecca. Against you, Bettel.
Michael Bell.
Michael Bell, welcome to the bidding, Michael Bell. We have 2 Michaels and a Michele this evening. So, Michael Bell, welcome, my friend, at $600 even. At $600,000 now, the bid is against you, Rebecca and Bettel. At $600 even, come back in for 5. At $600,000 even with Michael B. Nicky B. $600,000 even.
605, Rebecca.
605, Rebecca. At 605, Rebecca, it's against you, Nicky B. At 605, Rebecca, come back in for 610. At $605,000 now with Rebecca, come back in for 610, Michael. At $605,000 for number 1 Hesse Court, against you, Michael B. The bid is with Rebecca at $605,000 now. Once at 605.
610, Michael Bell.
610, Michael Bell. At 610, the bid is with Michael Bell against you, Rebecca. Looks like it's a 2-horse race at the moment. At 610 with Michael B. Against you, Rebecca. Come back in for 615. Or maybe try a knockout bid. At $610,000 now with Michael B. At $610,000.
Will you take a 1?
Not at this stage. Not at this stage. We're going to keep it in 5s. At $610,000. Thank you for asking so politely. In no time, though, we probably will take the 1, but just not at the moment. Leave it in 5s at $610,000 with Michael B. Once at 610, twice at 610,000 for the 3rd and final call at $610,000 now. Tell you what, I'll take a 2.5. Makes it any easier. If that was you asking, Rebecca, we'll take 2.5. At 610 we have. Come back in for 612.5. 610,000 is the bid. With Michael B for the first call at 610,000.
She's 611 again, Rebecca.
611 again, Rebecca. Hard head. All right, I'm going to reward your stubbornness. 611, Rebecca, you got me. At 611, Michael, it's against you. At 611, Rebecca's cut us down to 1. At 611,000 against you, Michael. At 611,000, the bid's with Rebecca. At 611,000, come back in, Michael.
613, Michael Bell.
613, Michael Bell. At 613. 613 against you, Rebecca. 613 is the bid. Where do we go from here? For number 1, Hesse Court at $613,000. Rebecca, come in for another one at 614 perhaps. 613 is the bid. Incredible value for money here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget what you're buying. That block of land subdivided. It's a $250,000 potential backyard there. At $613,000 with you, Michael. It's against you, Rebecca. For the first call at 613. Second call at 613. Miguel, now would be a good time to bid. I haven't forgotten about you either. At 613. You're going to be kicking yourselves if you miss out. For the third and final call at $613,000.
615, Miguel.
615, Miguel. 615, Miguel. There it is, Luke. Yep, 615, Miguel. Good bid. 615 against you, Michael. Michael in English and Michael in Italian. 615 with Miguel. Against you, Michael. At 615, ball's back in your court, Michael. Where do we go from here? At 615,000. Now you've got some great plans here. Looks like a battle of the home buyers now at 615,000. Interesting. Great value for money. Comfortable home. Ducted heating. Kitchen's been updated. Laundry. Very comfortable. It's been painted. Nice backyard. Nice fresh air. Great spot. Close to the buses.
617, Michael Bell.
617, Michael Bell. 617,000. It's against you, Miguel. At 617,000, the bid is with Michael Bell. Miguel, where do we go from here? At 617,000, maybe rounded up to 620. Could be the knockout punch. At 617, Rebecca, haven't forgotten about you either. At $617,000 is the bid. Looking for 618 or round me up to 620. At $617,000 now for number 1, Hesse Court. For the first call at 617. Second call at 617. For the third and final call at $617,000 now, Miguel, and need clear instructions, in or out, at 617 for another 1,000. Once, twice, third and final call. With that bid, ladies and gentlemen, please excuse me. I'm just going to seek some instructions from the vendor. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can appreciate, it's never an easy decision for the vendor to make. My instructions just before I went out and did the auction was, Jason, at 620, you can put the property on the market. You don't need to speak to us. But it has stopped at 617. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have some revised instructions from the vendor, and that is to put it on the market at 617. So, Michael Bell, you are going to buy this property very, very shortly if nobody else bids against you for 617,000. So well done. Right now the keys are in your hand. The property, ladies and gentlemen, is on the market. So, Michele and Rebecca in particular, who have been bidding very, very recently, and also you, Giuseppe and Beryl, who have also thrown in bids. Property's on the market. I will take thousands from here. I'll take $500 from here. Okay, we'll take the increments in 500 or more. It's at 617 with Michael B. I'm going to sell it if nobody bids from this point. So, I'm going to count it 3 times. Amazing value here, ladies and gentlemen. You will be kicking yourselves if you miss out, in my opinion.
618, Rebecca.
618, Rebecca. 618, Rebecca. Against you, Michael. At 618 is the bid. We are on the market at $618,000 now with Rebecca. At $618,000, Michael. Now it becomes a tactical game between you and Rebecca. So you're no longer fighting the vendor. You're fighting your opponent. So 618 is the bid with Rebecca. Rebecca versus Michael. Where do we go from here, Michael?
620, Michael Bell.
620, Michael Bell. Smart move. 620, smart move. That was the move you needed to make and you made it. Rebecca, you should have been anticipating that. So 620 is Michael. So, Rebecca, what do we do now? At 620, think about it. It's a round number. You want to be throwing in at least one more bid on top of that. At 620 is the bid. Michele, Giuseppe, Pero. We are on the market. You never know, the next bid could buy it. 620 is with Michael B. There you go. The vendors wanted 620 and they got it. So there it is, 620, which was the original reserve, has been reached. Looking for 621 or 620 and a half. We're on the market. I count it down 3 times. Rebecca, it's against you. For the first call at 620,000. Second call at 620,000. For the third and final call.
621, Rebecca.
621, Rebecca. 621, Rebecca, it's against you, Michael. At 621, Rebecca versus Mickey B. 621 with Rebecca. Mickey B, come back in for another 1,000 at 622. Bid 621. 621 with Rebecca. Number 1 Hesse Court in Westmeadows. Against you, Michael. With your same opportunity. Count it down 3 times. Once at 621,000.
625, Michael Bell.
625. There it is. There's the knockout. There's the big Mike Tyson roundhouse. 625. 625. Rebecca, you need to absorb that hit. Absorb that hit and counterpunch. 625 is the bid with Michael B. It's against you, Rebecca. Got to tough it out here. Don't let that knock you out. Stay up. 625 is the bid. Still incredible value. Full block of land. This is the price of a townhouse or a unit. You're getting full block of land. Okay? 625 is the bid. Against you, Rebecca. Once at 625. Twice at 625. Land appreciates, buildings depreciate. Okay? 625. Third and final call. I can't sell it to you any more than I have. Got to be fair. Got to knock it down now, Rebecca. In or out. Need clear instructions. Once, twice. Third and final call. Property's going. The property's going. The property's sold. Congratulations, Michael. Commiserations to Rebecca and the other underbidders. On behalf of YPA, have a wonderful evening and we'll see you next time. Thank you.